Hey guys, David Franklin here, State Coordinator, National Day of Prayer, with Jacob King. This is Dr. Jacob King, pastor at Church at Liberty Square, and our county coordinator for Bartow County, and a great friend of mine. Jacob, we just walked out of a meeting, National Day of Prayer. For this year, it's actually starting to come together. So talk with the folks across the state about some of the things that's being planned here in Bartow County.
David, we're excited. This is going to be a great year. Of course, the theme, loving one another. We've been talking about how do we mobilize our student pastors in every school, all of the youth groups across our city to carry this message to the next generation. We're working with youth pastors to try to figure out how on the National Day of Prayer, every one of them is going to find a teacher to pray with. They're going to find somebody that they know to pray with, and then somebody they don't know very well that they're going to pray for. And local youth pastors coming together, resourcing them in weeks leading up to that, where it's a movement of prayer, not just a day of prayer. And they've got tools in their hands. We're going to try to do the same thing with pastors. Pastors are a little bit more hard to work with than youth pastors, but we're going to try to do the same thing with pastors and congregations across our city. We want to come together on the National Day of Prayer, and we're actually talking about having seasons of prayer that day where loving one another is not just a theme that we have for the day, but it's something that actually happens. And so we would have cards where they have prayer requests. They're going to exchange cards with somebody on the National Day of Prayer. We're actually going to have a gathering of pastors where we list the top needs of prayer for our church. And we're going to have
pastors pray together,
praying for one another. And hopefully we think that'll not just happen that day, but it'll spur a movement of prayer throughout the year of those pastors working together, and where loving one another becomes more of something we do than just the prayer is the catalyst for obedience to what Christ has told us to do.
The meeting we talked about, if you love somebody, you pray for them. Guys, one of the things that Jacob, you did was we had a meeting and asked all the student ministers that could come and said, how can we get students involved? They came up with that plan across the county on Wednesday night. They're going to go, every student ministry is going to be teaching the same thing about prayer, challenging those kids to go into the school the next day and praying for somebody, a friend of theirs, a teacher, and to actually go do it. But we're going to do all sorts of stuff on social media, trying to make it, Bartow County, the most prayed for place in the state of Georgia. So you can be second in your community, but you'll never catch Jacob King. So listen, Jacob, thank you for all you do, because you and I have partnered together. One of the pastors that has the biggest heart for prayer, so we've partnered together on a lot of stuff to stir it up for the kingdom of God. So if you really want to know where I get my ideas from, it's from Jacob. So listen, y'all, thank you for what you do across the state as we make Georgia the most prayed for state in the union.